What up, my tubies? We back for more drafties here on the arena. Let's get it good. Jump right into pick one, pack one. How lucky we are to open a mirror box. Wow. Not going to be taking that one. Probably going to be taking one of these uncommons here. Kumano faces Kakazan. Generous Visitor. Those are my top two choices out of this pack. Have I done enough generous visiting lately? I think I have. Let's go ahead and first pick the Kumano faces Kakazan. Let's take the red card, pick one, pack one. See if we can do something with this. Although, yesterday's video, sadly not the best showing of a red deck. Seems like a fine starting choice. I mean, all the one-mana sagas have just been super fantastic. Kumano and Okiba Reckoner Raid. Those are the only two one-mana sagas, right? Yeah. But both of them are just surprisingly good at what they do. A lot of value for one mana. Get past a Resona. Well, I'm not going to fall into that. Like I said before, Resona is not a signal or a very important card for the ninja deck, or whatever, samurai deck. So let's go ahead and take, I think the second pick, Oni Cult Anvil, looks pretty good here. After first picking the Kumano. Yeah, passing an Imperial Oath. But Anvil definitely has the highest upside of any of those cards, so good couple picks. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, yeah, let's just jump into it. Got a Nezumi Prowler here, Mukotai Ambusher, Okiba Reckoner Raid, and a Song Shaper. The artifacts have more synergy with the deck than the Reckoner Raid does. In fact, the Reckoner Raid has no synergy effectively with either of these cards, whereas all of the artifact creatures do. But I think the Raid is a better choice there. Another Fade into Antiquity. We had just passed one earlier, but whatever. I mean, I'm locked into doing this now, and I'm actually going to go with the Tempered in Solitude as well. We are just going to go on like a super streamlined aggro red-black deck, mainly focusing on the artifacts. As we get a Bloodfell Caves here, over the Centipede, over the Brute Suit. Yeah, let's get some fixing. I'm not concerned about getting enough playable cards, but getting fixing is always a nice one. That was a good start. I'm going to try to keep my curve super low as well for the Tempered in Solitude. Only awkward thing is that we might be going a little bit wider, but for good card advantage, Tempered in Solitude can do a lot of work in a deck like this. You can also attack in, like if I have the Reckoner, or not the Reckoner, excuse me, the Anvil on the battlefield, right? We can attack in with our 1/1 artifact token. Opponent blocks, I sacrifice it to the Anvil, get a fresh one, and get a trigger of the Tempered. There are a lot of green cards going around, don't get me wrong. Here we have a Heiko Yamazaki versus a Virus Beetle. Also an Ogre in the pack. Pretty hard for me to pass the Yamazaki here, given that we already have the Anvil, and we're looking towards drafting quite a few artifacts, though the Virus Beetle would be a solid addition to this deck. Once again, trying to break the mold of always drafting green. We've reached the next round, or the next corner of this format. At the beginning, it was all about the like black aggressive decks for me, the ninjas and the artifacts. Then it slowly moved into the 5-color decks and the green-based decks, and now we're, I guess, around the corner, coming full circle, I should say. Going full circle, coming full circle. We're going back to our original roots here. Reckoner's Bargain versus Gift of Wrath. Gift of Wrath is a card I like, but you don't need to pick it up very early. Same thing with the Bargain, but I'd rather take the cheaper spell than the more expensive one. Good start. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them uncommons right now. Kumano really wants you to have some cheaper creatures, though, and right now I don't actually have any creatures that trigger the Kumano on turn 2, right? So let's see if we can fix that, and indeed we do, with a nice little 8th pick sling. Passing an exploit and a decoy. That don't matter to me. Was there anything I could have wheeled out of the first pack? Don't think so. But then again, I guess I wasn't really paying attention to all the other cards. There was just like the Generous Visitor and the Invigorating Hot Springs. And then the Kumano that I ended up taking. Okay, yeah, Steelbreaker's a good one. I don't want to run too many of these cards, but this is a fantastic late game card for the Artifact red decks. Explosive Entry is fine. Playable for sure, but I think the Steelbreaker's there a little bit better. Let's take Brute Suit over Emergence. Another surprisingly good card in these style of decks. Just allows all of your small creatures to become relevant in a sense, right? Song Shaper on the wheel, very nice. Oh yeah. This pack one is going pretty well for us. I don't think we'll be running any of these cards. Could have had 2 Cudgels. I want this card to be good, but just don't think it quite fits. Damn. Okay. You know, there's a world where we end up in blue-red splashing the Oni Cult Anvil, depending on what we see in the next couple of packs. Yikes, this is brutal. Well, there's the downside to taking all of those or passing all of those green cards. That's fine though. We'll just have to say goodbye, Tamiyo. We have a Leech Gauntlet here. A Swiftwater Cliffs. Gauntlet or Cliffs? Feels to me like the Swiftwater Cliffs probably has higher upside. But I'm okay taking the Leech Gauntlet and sticking with the red-black for now. Oh my. Hidetsugu consumes all. Long Reach of Night. Kami Flare. This is such a weird card. The problem with playing this in red-black is that you end up having so many one-drops yourself that I don't think it's worth taking. Let's just take the Flare here. I think this is almost better off as like a splash card than it is in a main deck card for red-black. Take the removal over the Long Reach. Get another Okiba Reckoner raid, fantastic. Alright, yeah. Nice low curve out here. Maybe end up wheeling the Explosive Entry again, or the Ember Keeper would be fine. There's our Kami of Terrible Secrets now, if we want to. Enchantment count is 4, artifact count is 6, so that's good. I'm not huge on the Iron Apprentice. It's okay. I mean, this is the right deck for it, I guess. Let's keep the curve super ultra low. I'll take the Apprentice. Normally I wouldn't there, but we can run like a 15 or 16 land deck with a bunch of 1 and 2 drops, and then just a very few 3s, 4s, and whatnot. Seismic Wave versus Lethal Exploits. How many ways do we have to modify right now? We have the Apprentice 1, Sling 2, Hakazan 3, Gauntlet 4. No, we actually have 4 ways? So is Lethal Exploit a better removal spell here than Seismic Wave? Seismic Wave can go to the face, though. We could also just take Decoy, but I think we do want to take a removal spell here. I'll take the Wave. It's not uncommon. Because of which we're more likely to see some lethal exploits down the road. A couple of good blue cards in the pack, Specialist and the Hacker. I think we'll go with the Terrarium here over the Shattered States Era. I like the Reliquary, but if we're running like 15 lands, then I don't want to be running that. Terrarium also lets me run fewer lands a little bit more confidently. Yeah, I mean, I could have taken a blue card there for sure. Like, I'm certainly not locked in the black. Searchlight Companion here versus, what, Gift of Wrath? Companion's okay. The token is not an artifact, but the flyer is itself. That's fine for curve. Another Simian Sling's pretty good if we don't want to take the Centipede. Very late dog. This could be better off as a Centipede choice, though. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures now that come down on turn 1 or 2. Oh yeah, I kind of like taking the Centipede here instead. Centipede's also really, really solid with all of the 1/1s and whatnot that we end up making. Let's take the Decoy here over the cliffs. I don't think we're going to end up splashing blue anymore. Decoy number 2 versus Kami number 1. 11 artifacts, 4 enchantments. Solid card. We'll still take it over the 2-drop. Entry on the wheel over the Ember Keeper. No, let's take the Ember Keeper. Good 2-drop with all of our modify now. Okay, and we still have a full pack to go, so at this point we'll just be shaving some of the weaker cards and looking for higher power replacements. Decoys, whatever. Even Apprentice is not great. Sokenzan. I think the land might be the better pickup here than one of these 2 artifact creatures. We're going to end up with more than enough playables, so the land is a free roll land spell. And that's going to mean that I can run like 16 lands and not feel too bad about it. Because one of our lands is effectively a spell if we want it. I could also just see taking one of the more powerful synergistic cards, but again, this is a free roll, so I think it's right. As we get a Rabbit Battery here versus a Twisted Embrace. My removal, sadly, is a little bit lacking right now, so I might want to take the Embrace. It's also another enchantment for, like, Kami of Terrible Secrets if we still want to end up running that, although I don't know if we do. Rabbit Battery is so strong in these decks, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the aggressive pressure instead of the removal spell. I could be wrong, but, I mean, look at this deck. It's clean. Hoping to get another Anvil, that would be fantastic. Still might run some of these other cards. I guess the Terrarium actually not too bad with, like, Anvil and whatnot. Helps us find some black. We have the Bloodfell Caves and the Sokenzan. Get another Twisted Embrace chance here. Let's take that. Nice, nice. Decent pack again. I mean, blue seemed a little bit open, but I think the route that we've taken is still really good. Another Flare versus Clawing Torment. No joke, I think Clawing Torment might be a better pickup here than the Kami Flare. The Torment pushes more pressure. It's an enchantment. Well, I guess maybe that's not going to matter anymore if we don't end up running that Kami, but... and it also deals more damage over the course of a game, feels like. You'd be surprised at how much work Clawing Torment can do. There's our Gift of Wrath now, if we want it, or we can take, like, the Kami of Industry, which is... okay in our deck, not fantastic. I don't mind running like one of them as a top end. How many ways do I have to like sacrifice a creature with Shattered States era? Steelbreaker and Anvil, but they have to be specifically artifact creatures. So I'm gonna go with the one of Kami of maybe I just take the Gift of Wrath. Let's do that. Okay, you are already dead. Trashbot's fine. Construct's okay. Another Centipede's fine. I don't think I want the Dokuchi. Let's take another Centipede here. Another Mechanaut going around. Oh well. Yeah, I would have had 2 Mechanauts had we gone blue-red. But let's take the Boar here over the Ambusher. I don't think we're going to be running Energy Blade. Might run another Brute Suit. There's a Song Shaper on the wheel. Nice, nice. Another Boar. Let's just hate draft on that Bamboo Grove Archer. Okay, pretty good looking deck here. Need to make a few cuts, but overall I'm kind of digging with what we got. Already dead versus that Kami of Industry now. I just don't think we have what it takes for the Kami of Industry to be a good play in the end. Guess I can just cut the Terrarium. I can probably cut the Boar if I want to. It's more just a combat trick in this deck, right? We're never hard casting it. Or it feels like we'll rarely be able to hard cast it. I do feel like this Kami of Terrible Secrets wants to find a place in the deck, though. 8 enchantments, 12 artifacts. Like, we're gonna have plenty of ways to turn that on. Well, this is the most aggressive deck I've drafted in a while. How good is it, though? That is the question. And a lot of interchangeable cards right now. Removal, we have Twisted, Seismic, Flare, and Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures that can come down on turn 1 or 2. Okay, I dig this. We have heavier red pips, but we do have the 2 Reckoner raids that we also want to have on turn 1. But I guess the red is a little bit more important here, so let's go like 7. I guess we can just go 7/7. Yeah, and that gives us 1 more red source because of the Soken's on. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Let's try this out. Haven't done a nice red-black aggro deck in a while. Decent day on stream today. Went from like 300 back to top 10, so let's see if we can rattle off some wins here. Let's see. Oh shoot, apparently there was a way that I could... Where is it? I'm gonna have to check this later, but anyway. There is a way where I can pause and unpause relatively or easy on the OBS recorder. We are on the play, and looks great. Let's go. Let's go Mountain, Battery turn 1, Smash for 1. Smash for 1, Song Shaper. Next turn we can attack for 6 by playing the Gauntlet and equipping it up with the Rabbit Battery. This is a pretty damn good curve. And opponent doesn't have Wanderer's Wanderer's Intervention. Next turn we go raid plus kill some creature. Oh, this is an absolutely brutal start. I guess if they're just gonna go land or terminal, we'd rather just curve out then. Alright, well, that's how we do it. Just like we drew it up, huh? On the play, I went 1-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop equip, 4-drop, and I still had a removal spell that dealt 2 in my hand, and the Saga that was going to drain for 2 and then make a 2/2 menace. Basically as perfect as it gets. Seems good. Alright, let's see here. On the play again with another nice one, huh? Wow, this hand is insane, actually. Turn 1 Kumano, turn 2 Song Shaper as a 3/3. Turn 3 we can like play a Sling and equip it. Or we can play a couple... Yeah, I mean... This is exactly how you want to set it up, huh? Virus Beetle. What do we want to discard here? Maybe just the Iron Apprentice, I guess? Hopefully we draw land. Another Song Shaper, obviously not bad, though. Might be a little bit greedy not to just discard one of the 3-drops, but, I mean, we're hitting the opponent for 6 here. Yikes. A 1/4? Got me. Let's play the Sling. And we're just gonna send it all. They can double block the 3/2 if they want to. I don't mind trading for the Virus Beetle, though. They can't activate the Scrounger this turn, so I think that's worth it. Yeah, I wish I hadn't discarded that, that 1-drop now. But we do have a pretty easy discard of Twisted Embrace there. Alright, land's great. Let's get the flyer online. And no, we'll just attack with the 4/3. They'll chump with the Beetle and then make a token. Oh, actually, no, they can't. It gets exiled. They haven't already dead. That sucks. They forgot to make a token. That doesn't suck. They have so many cards in their hand, though. We need to try to kill them before they can start deploying all of those cards. They did miss a land drop last turn, right? So this might be a scenario where attacking with everything next turn is good. Lanes into Long Reach of Night. Well, now we're just going to discard a card. And let's, I think, attack with everything. What if I attack with everything, they block this Sling, they take 5. Or they block this, they... Yeah. It's a good all-out attack. We'll go ahead and just sack the 1/1 here. Can they stabilize? I think we just attack. We don't even do anything. Oh, sure. Alright, go to 1. Can they deal with a 1/1 flyer? The big question of the day. Okay, now they only have 3 mana to work with. Come on, let's see the scoop. Go, go, companion! What's this on blue? Virus Beetle? Alright. They need the 1/1 flyer here? Oh, 2 mana. I mean, obviously just attacking. Let's go! Feels good, man. Alright, by the power of the technology that I've just learned, let's see if I can pause this correctly. I don't think that worked. Settings, hotkeys. What is this? Should be a way to pause and stop recording. And I'll figure it out later. Right now, we're just trying to win the die roll and curve out. Did not win the die roll this time. This hand's a little bit dirtly. I don't think you can mulligan it, though. A little bit too greedy to do that. It's got a good curve. It might play a little bit off of curve because of the tap land, but it should be okay. Commune for an uncharted haven. Okay, so they're probably going to land cycle here would be my guess. They have the Sunblade Samurai in hand. Oh, careful cultivation, right, that too, of course. In fact, that's much more likely than them playing cycling a white card, because we haven't seen any planes or anything. Alright, did not draw a land, sadly. But we do have a good block on the Preserver. It's a free roll with the Apprentice, because not only do we get another 1/1 because the Apprentice is technically modified, get to cycle our already dead, and then put the counter on the Ember Keeper so that it itself is going to be modified. This is the issue, though. We didn't, like, the green decks are going to give us the biggest problem, right? He didn't even attack. Okay, we're happy with that. Hopefully they don't have a safekeeping. Nice, land. It's a 1-drop. That could have been worse. Gonna need to draw a couple lands here. Brutal. Stuck on 2. I mean, this is a 16 land deck, but we haven't seen a land in the first 6 draws, which is just unfortunate. Yeah, we're just gonna die with a bunch of cards in our hand. I think I gotta block like this and just hope they don't have a trick. Alright, that's good. One fatty out of the way. We're gonna get a 1-1 still. Good. Let's lead on Centipede. Oh, they have a Season of Renewal? That sucks. Yikes. Well, that's the downside to have blocked the Tanuki instead of the Forest. Alright, take 4. If we draw another untapped land when they play the Tanuki, we can suit up the Centipede and attack. Would not be awful. Oh, they're gonna go with the Preserver here instead. Oh, I see. They just have multiple plays. Okay. Yeah, let's just target their biggest creature. And this is not blocking because it's just a 3/3, so I think I might as well attack. We're gonna start chumping their non-trample creatures. It's gonna be hard to beat the Tanuki follow-up though. Yikes. We would have actually been pretty good shape if we hadn't missed that 3rd land drop, I think, but I don't think this is winnable anymore, right? Our deck doesn't have that much more removal. Yep, I'm good enough to scoop there. GG's. If we hit our 3rd land, I think we have a real game. We get to start curving out, playing those centipedes that can start attacking into their Preserver and whatnot. Yeah. Oh. Them's the breaks. Oopsies. Alright, so how do we do this? Does that work? Can I go... If the video pauses, I'm trying something else new. That's not working for some reason. Okay, anyway. There's apparently a way that you can pause the recording on the OBS system that I'm using, but for some... I mean, maybe I have to do it before I start recording. On the play here, turn 1 Reckoner Raid, turn 2 Reckoner Raid, looking pretty good. Our opponent has a turn 1 Fang of Shogeki. We're gonna hold on to the Clawing Torment. Not worth it to kill the snake. Would rather, since we're playing green, would rather try to kill a larger creature with that if possible. Oh, a little ramp for them, and life gain. More life gain. And this is an easy brute suit. Remember, with the road captains, the suit actually has menace. What you got over there, friend? Oh, they have the frog. The frog captain. That's not good. But we do get to put them under a bit of pressure here. Yeah, I'm just gonna Clawing Torment that and not even give them the opportunity to double block. I think we want to just push as much damage as we can here. Sure. Alright, they get the frog. I think we're still in pretty damn good shape. Ah. Too many 3/3s. Alright, I mean, I think we just smash out continuously. But also, they've also gained a crazy amount of random life here. Era's about to gain 2 life, they gained 3 life off the likeness, they gained 1 off of the toad, they gained 1 off the barons. So we're gonna order the likeness first. I'm surprised they're not double blocking one of my 2/2s with their 3/3 and their 1/1. I guess they could just trade for the Song Shaper if they wanted to, sure. I'm debating if it's right to even use Already Dead, or if I save it for something else, because if they just cast another enchantment, they're going to get another 3/3 anyways, you know? But I guess we make them have it. Yeah, not surprising. Sucks. One had some really good cards versus us defensively. Wow. That was one of the best possible draws. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Alright, we top decked like a champion. That was the best seismic wave I've ever seen. They just conveniently had a bunch of random 1 toughness creatures and an extra 3/3 to kill there. Damn. Okay, only 1 card left. Assuming it's not like a Imperial Oath, I think we're good to go. That is annoying. Ah. Alright, I do need to draw like 1 more relevant card. That might be enough. That might just be enough. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So remember, Tatsunori can give their frog and itself like pseudo flying, but it's not actually flying, so it drew a 4/5 that drained a life. Gosh darn it. Oh, good draw by me, too. What is up with their emergence? Why does it look like that? Alright, we have them dead next turn. I don't think we unequip. Come on. Just die. Just be dead. Okay. Okay, can't block. I'm at 8. Damn it. That's brutal. Good draw, good draw. Is that a good draw too? I think we move this over. And they have to block this. Which means they're going to take 1 damage from the ping. This is actually rather close. Do I want to sacrifice? I think I just kill the Enlightenment. Oddly. Because I'm going to lose my creature anyways, that's fine. The most important part here is that we're just pinging them for 1. We don't mind that the Steelbreaker's actually dying. But we do want to at least trade with one of their creatures if we are going to attack. Okay. That Clawing Torment, baby, did freaking work. Woo! Let's go. What was that, 3-1 now? We've been pretty damn fortunate. We've been on the draw, I think, every game we won. Sorry, on the play every game we won. And I've had some really nice curve outs. All right. Feels good to kill your opponents within the first early turns of the game as opposed to dirtling out for 2 hours, but here we are. I'm sure everybody else can enjoy this change of pace. We haven't had any draws with the Anvil yet, so hopefully we can get some Anvil drains going. That's one of our best reach cards. You know what? All I had to do was speak its name. Ooh. This hand is slightly awkward, though. We really need to draw Swamp. I think this is a keep. And I'm going to go ahead and lead on the turn 1 Kumano, because we still want to get the 2/2 off of it ASAP. So even if I don't draw Swamp next turn, or a creature to get the trigger, I think that's worth it. Uh-oh. Mirror match. Well, we did find the Swamp, but I can't cast a creature here anyways. So I have 2 different options. I could play the Solitude out, but I think we'd rather get the Raid out. And the reason for that is I already have good plays the next couple of turns without needing the Tempered in Solitude to hit anything. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Straight up mirror match. I don't mind if they use the kunai this turn, because that eats up 2 of their mana. And what is the wording on this? Okay, so this says one of your more artifacts leave the battlefield. Doesn't specify if like the creature dies, so that's good for us. I imagine they're going to kill one of my creatures with the kunai this turn, but we'll see. I'm just not gonna not block. Full race. Sure, 2/3 menace. So let's go for the temper now and try to hit a land. Damn. Unlucky. But that's fine. We don't actually need Already Dead because most of our creatures are going to trade 1 for 1 versus theirs anyways, it seems like. That's annoying. Alright, I'll just take 5 if they attack. We need to get the trigger from the etching. So let's attack. Nice hit. Go ahead and run out Song Shaper. Kill their battery. Beautiful. Yep, I'm trading here 100%. Sure. I'm actually surprised they offered that trade. Now we get to attack again, and this is where the Tempered in Solitude's really shining. Drawing me an extra card every turn is kind of nuts. It only has Death Touch and not Menace. I don't know if they realize that. I don't know why they're trading off so aggressively. Very strange. Okay, we hit a glut of lands. Holy moly. I don't think we want to sack the anvil quite yet to itself, but hopefully they don't have another Twisted Embrace to go grab with that. They have another Shrine. Wow! This is pretty unlucky. The opponent's made some questionable plays, and we just flooded out. That's really unfortunate. Wow, no justice. Okay, well, they're gonna shoot that with the kunai for sure, and I'll just sack it to the anvil in response. I'm not gonna get a token is the only issue. Holy smokes. Yeah, bad luck, bad luck. So I die even through the life gain of the Oni because they ping me for 1 with their Shrine. So I need to find a removal spell for their Shrine this turn. Oh wait, no, that doesn't even matter. We die exactly. Wow, I can't believe that. Well, we simply drew like twice as many cards, or twice as many lands as they did. The heck? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 lands? Come on now. Ooh, that's really unlucky. Felt like we were absolutely crushing them, and then they drew a bunch of, like, the Shrine Steward into the Shrine was great while I was flooding out. Ah! Those kind of losses sting, where the opponent gives you a bunch of opportunity, and then, yeah. Good beats. Happens. So from their end, I think they were supposed to use the kunai a lot earlier and trade off, or just eat one of my creatures. But I guess maybe on the flip side, maybe I was not supposed to trade off my creatures so aggressively. Because the end result was, by trading off my creatures so much in the last few turns there, I didn't have a creature to enable my Tempered in Solitude. So maybe it was actually my fault? I don't know. But I mean, obviously me drawing a bunch of lands while the opponent drew a bunch of spells also didn't help in the end, but it's kind of tough to say. Alright, on the draw here, another great looking hand. Turn 1 Kumano, turn 2 Song Shaper. I felt like trading was right. Because, yeah, like, trading the last game felt right to me because we were getting so much card advantage with the Tempered at the time, but eh. Good beats, good beats. Turn 1 mech. Okay. Blue-white vehicles here from the opponents, and they have a nice little 1-2 curve. So they have a intervention that they want to use. Okay. Well, we might as well save 2 life. Oh, Suit Up. That makes a lot of sense too. I never think about that card. Suit Up is a good card, but I never play around it. I always assume it's something else for some reason. I think I'm going to hold back their companion this turn. I'm actually not going to block the mechanic, though, since we have 2 auras in our hand. Oh, man, I'm getting super punished. Yeah, this sucks, but I think this is correct. Because that way, if they crew up the mech next turn, I can already dead it, and they only need 1 more... Well, actually, the mechanic crews it by itself, so yeah. Definitely need to do this. They have 2 of those?! Oh, man! This feels extremely bad. I mean, they need to get to 4 power to crew it, so if they don't have a way to do so, it's not the worst case scenario, but... Ah, why did I block that 1 turn? I should have just taken it. I figured, the reason I did block though is I figured if it is intervention, then they're gonna kill my creature anyways, you know? But I guess I could have played around Suit Up. We would have been able to try to get, or kind of get them with the Kami Flare. I mean, maybe the second Surge would have gotten me, but sure. Okay, let's pass here. I'm gonna flare their ace in response so that they can't crew one of the mechs unless they draw another spell. Or a creature, that is. Oh wait, they have the mech hanger. I didn't even notice that. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I could go back in time and not block with my Song Shaper, maybe I would have been okay. Oh, this has Menace too? Oh my god, I completely forgot this thing had Menace. Oh, well then we are just dead, aren't we? Alright, alright, alright. Well, damn it. That one kind of makes me upset. Not that game, but this draft in general. Thought this deck was really sweet. We had a lot of good draws. But I guess I made some questionable plays, and man, what a sad 3-3 this is. So let's go back over the losses. That last loss, if I don't block on that turn, if I sniff out the suit up and don't give them credit for having intervention instead, we might be able to pull that out. We get to be a little bit more offensive. We have the Kami Flare for when they do go for suit up, so I'm willing to believe that that was a mistake on that last game. Again, just never occurred to me. I just assumed it was the 4 damage spell, so I'm willing to believe that that cost me there. And then, I mean, the double surge. I guess the double surge was going to get me in the end, but that sucked. And then the previous game, I did flood out really badly, but maybe I'm not supposed to make so many awkward trades. I don't know. We had the Tempered in Solitude rolling. I had a couple of creatures, and I kept trading off for their creatures. I thought they were doing me a service. Like, they didn't use Kunai, they attacked into my 2/2, but maybe that was their entire game plan, just to try to get my creatures off the battlefield to not... I don't know. Good beats, good beats. Hopefully there was something to be learned there. I think the deck was, again, pretty darn good, but sometimes you just run poorly or make some small mistakes that end up costing you. So, GG's. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. See you back tomorrow.